to your love reading for the month of November, and of course, any other time that you're guided to watch, as the intention of my messages is always to be timeless. This reading is for all Sagittarius placements, but if for some reason, if this reading does not resonate for you, please don't forget to check out your other placements. And also keep in mind that this is a general reading, so not everything resonates, so please only take what does and leave what doesn't. And if you feel guided to cross-watch for a love reading, you are more than welcome to do so. And also, before we get into this reading, I'd like to quickly mention that if you ever want to get a reading with me, all of my information is in the description box below. You can book your reading straight through my Etsy shop. But without further ado, let's get started here. So as always, I'm going to tap into the energy of you and the person that you're currently connected with. I am going to tap into a romantic connection. However, if a platonic relationship comes up for you, then please take it as it resonates. All right, I'm going to put the energy of you on the right and theirs on the left. However, feel free to reverse the roles if you feel that the energy is switched. You guys know how that works. Allow your intuition to guide you as to where you fall in, and you can definitely resonate with both sides too. Okay, I'm gonna tap into the blockages of this connection, what you're both feeling for one another, and your desire for this connection. But before we do that, I will be getting an energy update of this connection. So let's see what's going on between you and this person. Oh, there it is. I was going to actually say that you guys might be mirroring each other, but I didn't want to say that too soon, but here it is. So that'll be the energy of the union. All right, what is Sagittarius feeling right now? What is their energy currently? Your energy currently is mute. Theirs is grief. Oh. We have summer for you, twin flame for them, solitude for you. Oh, and we have 2 for them. Oh my gosh, we have 3. Wow. Do I want to take all of this for them? Bottom of the deck is observer. This person is watching you, keeping tabs. Yeah, let's just take all of this for them. I mean, clearly their soul has a lot to say to you, so I don't want to just credit that. So let's go ahead and take it all. But I won't be pulling more for you, just because it's a lot for them. Otherwise, we'll be here all night. Okay, Sagittarius. This is a person that you could have been dealing with for a while. This could be your twin flame soulmate connection, whatever you want to consider it. And with the mirroring energy, I feel like the tables have turned here, okay? If you were the one who always made gestures towards this person, made romantic advances towards them, if you were the one always making a move, always putting yourself out there, the tables are now turning. It seems like you've cut this person off. You're no longer talking to them. You could have even blocked them. And now they're in this grief. And now they're regretting everything they did. Like, they're regretting ignoring you. They're regretting blocking you. That's what they did. They're regretting all of it. Okay. So how they made you feel in the past, they're not feeling that. They're now tasting a taste of their own medicine. That's what I'm sensing here. Okay, I feel like you're the one that got away, to put it simply. And they're down bad for you. They're down real bad. Okay, because with the observer card, they're keeping tabs on you, though. They're watching you. If you guys don't have each other on social media, they're finding ways to look you up. If your stuff is on public, they look at it. Okay. Yeah, they're just keeping tabs. They're just kind of seeing what you're up to. They're making sure that you're still single. That's for sure. They just kind of want to check if you're still single. That's all they care about. And they think that as long as you're single, everything is fine and dandy. But one day you're not going to be anymore, and it's going to crush this person. But they're not saying anything, right? They're just kind of watching from afar. But yeah, they're stuck here with the stuck card. And then we have tribe and commitment, which is interesting that this is coming up. But I feel like they think you're their soul tribe, and that's why they feel like they let a good one go here. Because I feel like there's not many people in this world who's had an impact on them, and you definitely had an impact on them, and they're kind of regretting that they never put a ring on it. Yeah, they're like, I should have done that. I should have kept Sagittarius around. This is definitely one of those things. It's like you won't know what you have until it's gone. And they're now dealing with the consequences of that, but they're really sad. They're really upset. They feel like their other half is missing. They're in deep despair about you. Okay, and with the mirroring connection here, this was a triggering connection for the both of you. This person mirrored your shadow side and vice versa. You mirrored their shadow side. If this person has never been like ghosted or ignored and you did that, it really messed them up. I feel like they thought you were always going to stick around, that you were always going to be there, and now they're the ones that are stuck. Okay, meanwhile, you're doing your own thing. You are not speaking to this person. You're doing your own thing. You're enjoying your solitude. With the summer card, I just feel like you're happy right now. It's similar to the sun for me. So I just feel like you're happy right now. You're finding your truth. You're enjoying your independence. You're not saying much right now. I feel like you've learned that less is more. If you were the type of person who maybe like poured your heart to this person, like long paragraphs or just a lot of talking, I feel like you did a 180. You're like, I'm not saying anything anymore. And it kills them. Your silence is killing them. But I think that's what you want ultimately, because they hurt you really bad too. You know, they kind of forced you to go into this hermit mode and soul search and reflect within yourself because they triggered you as well. So I feel like you're just enjoying your solitude. You finally got to a place where you're in peace without them, and you really hope they don't come back because it took you a long time to heal from them, and you don't want to go through that again. So for me, I feel like you are done with this person. However, for them, they can't move on, and they might make a plan to go after you, but I don't know because they have the stuck card, so they don't know what to do because I think they know that you're gonna reject them because I don't think you liked how they handle things. It's you like lost interest in them. You what they did, how they ended things, or just how things ended, it just kind of turned you off. You're like, I don't deserve that. So for this person to come back into your life, they'd have to offer something real good to you, give you a really good explanation. Because right now, I just don't see you wanting anything to do with them. All right, so let's get into the tarot. Let's see what's going on. All right, so like I mentioned, I'm going to do what's your challenges in this connection, what you're both feeling, and what you both want out of this. So let's start with your energy. Hold on, I wasn't quite ready yet. Okay, your challenge right now is the Ten of Pentacles. Their challenge is the Chariot. How you're feeling about them right now is the King of Pentacles. How they're feeling is the Nine of Pentacles. Your desire is the Emperor. Strong masculine energy on your side. Their desire is the Page of Swords. Bottom of the deck is the High Priest. So you could be dealing with a Taurus or an Aries or a Cancer. Okay. With this High Priest, first of all, I feel like this person was really stubborn. They're really set in their ways. And if you were a little bit more unconventional, if you did things your own way or more free-spirited, they just weren't with that. That could have been their excuse to themselves as to why they didn't fully go all the way with you. It's because they were like, oh, Sagittarius is too free-spirited for me. That'll kind of make me nervous. You know, I just feel like this person was really stubborn, really set in their ways, very conservative, very conventional. And honestly, that would have bored you down the road. Like, you would have been bored by that. This person likes things their way or the highway. And again, I don't think that would have flied with you. We have the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles. To clarify that, bottom of the deck is the Queen of Cups. I do feel like there was a lot of potential there, though, or here. And that's what ultimately attracted you about this person. I feel like you liked that they were more um, grounded than you, I guess is a good way to put it. They were more earthy in that way, right? A little bit more boring, because it would have been a good balance for you. I think you like when people are more serious and more reserved because you're the opposite of that. And you like someone to kind of ground you, you know? So I feel like you did want this. You really wanted this for the longest time. You thought that this person was everything you've ever wanted for someone who you could have had a family with even. You could have a family with this person, but I'm not really sensing that. But you could, don't dismiss that if it's not, if it does resonate for you. But with the Magician and the Ten of Pentacles, I just feel like this is what you wanted. Like, this was someone who, like, looks really good on paper, that sort of thing. And you thought that this was like a safe choice in that aspect. It's like it wouldn't have been someone who would have, um, like left you in the middle of the night. Like, this is someone who was just very sturdy, very, very centered, very stable. They could have had a really good career going for themselves. So I think you really like that about them. Okay, and Queen of Cups over here. Yeah, it's like there was love here. There was emotion. You guys did have feelings for one another, but maybe it just felt like the timing wasn't right, right? So your challenge is Ten of Pentacles. Okay, because I feel like you were looking for that stability, that security with the person. But at the same time, I just feel like you knew that if this person wasn't going to give you what you were looking for in that aspect, then it wasn't worth it. I feel like you tried to make this work. I feel like you waited for a really long time for this person. You really gave them the benefit of the doubt, and still they kind of left you hanging. I feel like you gave everything to this person. You put it all on the table. You let them know exactly how you feel, how you were going to make this work with them, how it was going to be possible. Meanwhile, they just kind of left you hanging. I feel like they didn't see you as someone who they saw with long term, and that's what, again, ultimately made them go in the opposite direction from you. But now they're seeing that that was wrong, that that's a bad judgment they made on you. But I feel like they thought that you were maybe too free spirited for them, which is the opposite of what you were thinking. You thought that their groundedness was good for you, but they thought that your free spiritedness was too different for them. Because again, they're just very set in their ways. They're very conservative, traditional. Okay, we have the World card here. I feel like you really, really held out for them. I feel like you really, really waited for them. You had a lot of hopes for them. Two of Pentacles. You did, like, go back and forth a lot. I feel like you knew you should have let them go, but you didn't. You hung on longer than you should have. Three of Swords. This hurt you tremendously. This broke your heart, right? And that's why you have no problem now being mute and being cold, because they put you through a lot. But I do feel like it was really hard for you to close this chapter, close this cycle with them. Like, you left the window open for a long time. This person had a long time. They had a huge window of opportunity to still come back and make things right, and they blew it. Because once you shut that window, you're never opening it again, because you held it, you left it open for so long. But then you finally closed that window, and that's when they kind of like woke up when you closed it. And that right there is a sign that it just never was meant to be, right? But they're living in grief because they don't know any better. They feel like they just messed up, and that they should have gone for you when they had the chance. So they're going to live in that regret for a while. Meanwhile, I feel like you've made peace and you're moving forward. But for a long time, you did hold on for as long as you could, until the universe kind of, I don't know, gave you another, maybe they gave you another person in your life, or just something else caught your attention when you finally were able to let them go. All right, their challenge is the Chariot. So yeah, they're not making any moves, right? They're thinking about it, though. They're thinking about making moves. If you guys are in different countries from each other. They're contemplating just like flying to where you live and surprising you that way. And they think that that spontaneity is going to get you in their good graces again. Or get them in your good graces again. Like they think they're going to win over you by just kind of being spontaneous that way. But it's just a thought. They're just thinking about this. They're not actually doing anything. They would like to, but fear stops them. Yeah, look at that. We have the Lovers. Yeah, this is definitely the one that got away for them. And they had such a huge window of opportunity. Like, I just keep feeling that. And that's kind of why they're even more in this grief, because they really messed up. And they knew that they had a long time to go forward and to make a move, but they just never did it. But with the Lovers here, it's going to be really hard for them to let go of you and ultimately get over you, because I feel like that, I mean, the twin flame connection came up for them too, right? In their energies. So I feel like the feelings that you were very aware that you had for them, like years ago or however long ago it was for you guys, they're now starting to feel that. Because I feel that they were just suppressing their emotions up until they couldn't. And I think now they're kind of just opening themselves up. I feel like their heart chakra is being activated and they're starting to feel a lot of emotions that they were suppressing. And by doing so, their feelings for you have significantly been brought to their awareness. And it's going to be really difficult for them to just kind of let this go. It's going to just always be in their mind for a while right now, just because they're going to regret it for a long time. And I think there's nothing worse than regretting something. And this person feels that way. You guys could have been introduced by friends, or your friends are rooting for this connection, and maybe even their friends are kind of telling them like, man, you blew it, like you really messed up there, and that hurts them even more. How you're feeling is King of Pentacles, so I'm getting a very like stoic nature. Again, I just feel like you're not showing face to this person, you're not showing emotions. Look at her face. Does she look happy? I'm gonna make sure that you can see that, so I'm gonna zoom in here. But look at that. Like, that's how you're going to look if they ever do come towards you again. You're gonna be like, what do you want? I feel like you're just focused on your bag, on your coin, on your money. You know, that's all you care about right now. And it's not a bad thing. I think you just distracted yourself with like your work, your crafts, your career, because that's what like helped you get out of this funk when you were heartbroken by this person. So I think you're just in that grind mode, because that's what's making you sort of keep moving and be a member of society, you know? Because I feel like when you dealt with this heartbreak of this person, you were not a member of society. You were kind of just like in your own little world. But now you're this is how you coped from this. Yeah, Five of Pentacles. It still hurts. There's a part of you that still hurts, and that's why you're not gonna let them back into your life, because you're still like upset with them. You still remember how they made you feel. Like, the window is closed. I'm not opening it. You had a long chance, and that chance is over now. Queen of Swords. Exactly. You've cut them off. They're not going to be met with a happy person if they ever do reach out to you. I feel like you're going to be really mad at them. You might not even respond. I don't think you're going to respond. You're going to ghost them too. You might either delete the message or leave them on red or block them. It's not going to end well for them. Because you want them to know how badly they hurt you. Like, you want to make that statement, you want to get that point across, and you want them to sit in that regret and sit with their emotions, because you were in that for a long time. I'm sensing like 2 years for some of you. Like, you were heartbroken over this person for 2 years. And if they're barely feeling heartbroken for you, you have no remorse for them. If it's only been like a few weeks, a few months, you're like, I don't care. I waited 2 years for you. You'll be all right. That's what I'm sensing from you. Their feelings is the Nine of Pentacles. So yeah, this is safety for them, to be single, to be independent. I feel like this person is hyper independent. You know, that's usually a trauma response, right? So I feel like that's what keeps this person happy too. Very similar energy for you in that way. However, I think this person was just always like that. Even when you guys were in good terms with each other, this person was always in the Nine of Pentacles, and that's kind of what rubbed you the wrong way, because you were ready to, kind of join forces. I mean, you had the Ten of Pentacles, like you were ready to like grow with this person, and they just were never there. It's always been about them. It's kind of selfish in that way, but that's their defense mechanism. That's how they're protecting themselves. So, if that's what they want to do, nothing wrong with it. But yeah, they still do think about how, you know what, I'm just better off single. This is why I'm single. I should have never reached out to Sagittarius. Just things like that. They're just going to continue to convince themselves that they should be single. Ooh, we have the Star card. This came up for Aries, I believe, and it's kind of giving the same energy here, but with the Star card, yeah, I just feel like this person's a little bit self-centered. Then we have the Four of Pentacles. Yeah, very greedy with their emotions. They're not giving away. So if they're trying to win you back, they're not going to do it with this energy. It's like, that's just going to push you away even more. I kind of feel like they want you for their own satisfaction. It's like not even in a good way. It's not even in like oh, I messed up with Sagittarius. I love them. It's kind of in their own, like, yeah, they do have love for you, but the way that they want to come back into your life is like a stroke of ego for them to kind of be like, well, I still was able to get Sagittarius back. Yeah. Three of Cups. Yeah. This person's just watching out for themselves. That's why. And again, they're just going to continue convincing themselves that they should be single because of their way they're approaching things. Like they're not doing it with the best intentions, and because of that, they're not receiving what they want because they're going about it in a selfish way. And I just don't think they're aware. I think this person is just really that clueless. This is all they know. All they know is to like protect themselves, be hyper independent, not let anyone in. When things get too intimate, I'm gonna pull away. This person also thinks that they're too good for everyone. Like they think that yeah, that they're just too good for anyone. Like they're really picky, and I feel like over time their feelings for you grew more and more because they started to see how good of a catch you were, how good of a person you were, and then they started to realize like, damn, I let a good person go when they were right in front of me this whole time. So now because they realized that you're like a really good catch for them, that's another reason why they want to like get back into your life, because if they see you with someone else, that's really going to hurt them because they're going to be like, the one person that was good for me, I let them go away and now they're with someone else. So, yeah, again, just like a very selfish way about how they're going about this. It's like they mean well, but they also like it's for them. And that's what keeps this person single time and time again, because they self-sabotage every single time. All right, your desire for the connection is the Emperor. So again, you're just in your boss energy. You're completely minding your own business. You don't really care about this person anymore. You've gained your power in this. You've learned who you are. You're stronger than ever. You're wiser than ever. And this person has it coming to them. If they were to like reach out to you, you would let them hear it. Like you would just like, again, you wouldn't even say much and you would still leave an impact on them. Because you're showing up as the Emperor and they're showing up as the Page of Swords. I mean, come on now. The Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, everything's changed for you now. You want an Emperor. You want someone who's going to pursue you or accept your offer when you give it, You want to be with someone who knows what they want. And you know that that's what you are deserving of now. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. You want something more balanced, that's equally reciprocative, not one-sided like it was with this person. Okay, but everything's changed for you now. Your entire worldview has changed. And with that, your attraction of who you want in your life has changed too. Like, who you find attractive has changed too. All right, this person's desire for the connection is the Page of Swords. So they're still going to be thinking of ways to kind of weasel their way back into your life. Okay, they're cooking up something, they're plotting something, they're definitely still investigating you, they're still keeping tabs on you, they're still kind of like stalking your social media, keeping eyes on you, because they're not going to get over you. They're just not anytime soon, until something else in their life enters. Oh my gosh, the Page of Swords coming out again. Yeah, they're distraught by this, super in their head about this. And instead of saying something just to get it off their chest, it just keeps their mind just keeps running in a million circles, a million miles per hour. Yeah, we have the Ace of Cups coming out. See, this is what they want to tell you. They want to tell you that they love you, they're in love with you, they've always loved you. We have the Knight of Swords. This is the truth that they want to communicate to you, but you're never going to hear from them because they're just always going to be stuck in their head about this. They're always going to be thinking of what to say, how do I say it? Will Sagittarius respond to me? What if Sagittarius doesn't respond to me? That's always what's going to be in their head until they either decide to actually say something or they just have no choice but to get over it. But I just feel like they're going to be stuck with that for a while. And who knows, maybe if they do reach out to you, you would still hear them out. Maybe not be as mean as I feel like you might be, but I feel like just for this person's sake, they should just get it off their chest just so they can simply move on with their life instead of replaying it over in their head and, just always thinking of what ifs. But that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Let's go ahead and finish this off with your final message here with the messages of love and see what you need to know about this person one last time. Oh, that was fast. Here and now, your true love is already part of your life. And then we have boundaries. Firm boundaries are needed now. Yeah, this is when you set boundaries on this person. So what I'm sensing with here and now, this is a message for you, not about this person though. I feel like when the love of your life comes into your life, when your true love is here, you're going to know. It's just going to be very, very apparent to you. Or maybe there's already someone in your life that's already kind of catching your interest, but this person is hijacking this reading because their energy's super strong, okay? So just take this as it resonates for you. But when your true love enters your life, you're already going to know it's going to feel right. It's not going to be like this where it was one-sided. There's too many games being played. I think once you set boundaries and you push this person aside, it started opening up your energy to receive a new love into your life. So when they come into your life, you're just going to know. It's going to be here and now. It's going to be in the present moment. It's not going to be like, oh, I have to wait a few months for this person to be ready for me. Oh, I have to wait for this. No, none of that. It's going to be very, very apparent when they enter your life. Okay, so if you're ever questioning someone's motives, that's probably not the person for you because your true love will not make you question yourself. It's just going to be very, very apparent. All right, Sag, so that is what I have for you during this time frame. I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it brought you the clarity and insight that you were looking for. If it did, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and hit that notification bell button so you receive notifications when I post again. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in your next reading.